headlines will be reading a bit of a mess out there for us. In fact, there it is, the Virginia pilot. Expect a mess. That is your headline out there for us. And we've already been dealing with a mess across a lot of the Mid-Atlantic, and we could be talking about more issues out there for us as well, because the snow that's already fallen, well, some of that's going to start to refreeze out there, so roadway issues will be a big problem for us.
That's right. We're going to stay in Virginia now. Kathy Adams, a reporter for the Virginia Pilot. Kathy, the governor of Virginia declaring a preemptive state of emergency one full day before the first snowflake.
Yeah. How bad is it exactly?
Well, it's not too bad here in the Hampton Roads area. We're in the southeastern corner of the state. It's a lot worse up to the north, where they have about 3 feet of snow and a lot more problems on the roadways. But luckily here, the snow has stopped, and our main problems are just that with the temperatures dropping. We're going to be seeing a lot of ice on the roads, so just any crashes that may occur because of that.
And it looks like your weather may have been all over the place. Initially seeing a little bit of rain, then seeing a little snow. What was the wind like, too? A lot of wind for your area.
It was really gusty. It got up over 40 miles per hour, so it was really windy, getting blown around a lot, and it felt like it was down in the 20s as far as temperatures go. So it was a little bit of a crazy day, like you said, raining in the morning, and then we had a bunch of snow, and then now it's just really cold and starting to freeze over. So it was a little bit of a sporadic day.
Kathy, what have we been hearing about power outages in your neck of the woods?
Not a whole lot. I think we only had about 100 and something for this region, but there were about 175,000 throughout northern Virginia. So there's a lot of people up there without power, but thankfully down here most people still have their lights on.
Now, where you are, Hampton Roads, pretty close to the coastline there. With all that wind, any beach erosion, a lot of times we get these big storms that start developing off the coast. Sometimes it can reshape the coastline a bit. Any issues as we get a little closer to the water?
You know, not that I've been made aware of. Usually that's something that we learn about a couple days after, once they've had a chance to evaluate the coastline. But I wasn't hearing anything about that being a huge issue. We actually had a big fundraiser called the Polar Plunge for the Special Olympics today, and there were a bunch of people who went and dove in the ocean. So there was a lot of surf, but I think compared to some of the larger storms we've had, it hasn't been too bad.
I bet that water was cold, too.
Oh, it really was. It was about 39 degrees, but just a little bit wet that my feet got. It felt colder than that, so.
Oh, so you jumped in there. You actually did the plunge.
No, I didn't with my feet.
You put your foot in there. That's about as crazy as I get to. Just maybe put the pinky toe in, and that is about it. You know, our very own Mike Bettis did the same thing. He was doing the polar plunge there. I believe he was just outside of Chicago.
Yeah.
And I noticed that when you do the polar plunge, you are in and out very quickly.
But you know what? He did it twice.
Did he do it twice?
He did it twice.
I didn't know that.
You know, maybe the first time froze his brain and
I was going to
decided to go back.
I guess he didn't learn the first time. Wow, interesting stuff there. Yeah, and we're going to continue to jump around much of the Northeast. It wasn't just part